Hey guys, welcome back to another Litecoin update video. In the last couple of weeks, as you all know, we've seen Litecoin really starting to rally. Over the past day, things are not looking too bad. We are actually seeing a slight recovery, a brief recovery this morning at the time of filming, bringing us from a price of 118, now pushing us all the way up to the 121 range, actually even higher this morning of 122. So with all that being said, the price is increasing in the right direction today, and the question is, what is the mid to long term future with Litecoin? What can we expect going forwards? Now, if you watched the last video, you will know that I gave an update suggesting that for me personally, I would like to see Litecoin break and obviously remain above these levels that we've seen challenges at before. These levels are going to be around 122, which we've obviously just passed, but haven't yet technically been able to secure a support at. But 122 is going to be the first level, as we have seen difficulties around that point, both here, relatively true here as well, and also back here too. And arguably you could say here as well. This level that we're at right now, give or take 50 cents, a dollar or so, this is a level where we have seen previous difficulty for Litecoin's price. And again, past that, obviously we're looking past this 125, 126 mark, but realistically, we're going to need to see that, for me at least, we're going to need to see that short-term move before that amount actually really matters to anything. Now again, zoom out to the past month, the past 5 days even, the trend is obviously moving in the right direction, bit of a small cool off in the last 5, but the last month, you are now seeing that pattern when you zoom out over the last 2 or 3 of healthy consolidation. Obviously on a short-term time frame, things look a bit more shaky, but if you're uncertain, just zoom out a bit and you're going to be seeing arguably what looks like some decent consolidation here. So again, the question is, where do we go? Obviously, I'm looking to see those breakouts if we are able to catch them. Past that, we're looking for supports which are going to be a bit lower, maybe 113. Obviously, the previous 118, 119 mark may catch, and then we could bounce up from there. But realistically, if that doesn't catch, if things do go down, could be looking for a drop as low as 110, 105 even. So it's a bit shaky on that front, right? It's a bit shaky, but overall still moving in the right direction, very close to call. However, either way for up or down, those are going to be the two essential levels that I personally am going to be looking at. But with Litecoin, as with many cryptos, it's not necessarily just the price action that I am at least paying attention to. It's news articles like this. Now this came out on August the 6th, so just a couple of days ago, but it's a story in question that I want to bring to your attention. Litecoin price is breaking out amidst payment adoption, which is surging. Now it also speaks about XRP's impressive run, which we'll speak about in a separate video, but yeah, Litecoin's price is rising. So the article cites that the price has seen a massive breakout, surging 4.29% at the time, of course, amidst a payment-driven adoption wave in the crypto space. This follows similarly robust run by XRP, which saw a 2.26% price increase and sustained demand from institutional and retail users. As the market is once again shifting attention to newer players, we are now seeing crypto essentially start to gain interest, not just in the big projects, not just in the small projects either, but as an ideology, right? As a potential adoption method. And this is where the attention really, for me at least, comes into coins like Litecoin, arguably Bitcoin as well, but everybody really knows about Bitcoin, right? These are the coins that have been around for a long time. For me, at least personally, these are the ones that have quite a lot of validity. And you zoom out to the last, 6 years, let's say, and yes, I do mean a time frame of that long. Realistically, Litecoin's recent price rise, even the price rise in January, not that significant on a historical basis. And what we, in my humble opinion, I am not a professional, I am not a financial advisor, but what we are seeing in my personal opinion, it's just my opinion, is a bit of a shift in the way that crypto is being used, the way that crypto is essentially being adopted, right? It's actually being used, or it's on the table for being used a lot more as genuine payment transfers, right? As a genuine currency. And the trouble is, in my opinion at least, with a lot of cryptos, people are not necessarily generally looking at them in the right way. People are looking at them as a bet, a gamble, which is fine if that's what people want to do, but at the same time, we need to look at the fundamentals here, or that's my opinion at least, right? So Litecoin's price growth this week, at the time of obviously this article being written, has caused a debate across the crypto environment regarding the growing role of payment-ready digital assets, as Litecoin offers low-fee, fast transactions. Its greater use in everyday payments is fueling a renewed interest amongst crypto traders. Litecoin's volume soared 140.85% to almost $2 billion, marking robust momentum as demand for cryptos and real-world application rises. Now, these are the factors which are obviously going to, in my opinion, influence things more long term, right? We're not necessarily looking for a tiny price move in the next couple of weeks, or even a relatively decent price move. Obviously, some people are in it for that. Me personally, I'm looking at this in the next 6 months, the next year, maybe even past that. Then we've got to look at what the broader crypto space is doing and what the broader Litecoin space is doing. Again, we are seeing broader adoption. We are seeing greater public interest. We are seeing cryptos as a whole gaining, to a degree, a lot more validity, in the sense that a lot more brands are genuinely taking them for payments. A lot more is going on in the crypto space as a whole. And again, coins like Litecoin, Bitcoin obviously as well, they're kind of, in my opinion at least, the OG cryptos. They've been around for a long time. And the question is, how much is that going to play into the potential that these have going forwards? And I think when you factor that in, especially when you zoom out to the past 5-year chart, the past 10 years, let's say, on the charts, of course, you're going to be seeing now, not only are the rises that we've seen recently relatively small compared to what we saw in 2021, you add on top of that, and even before that, mind you, you add on top of that the fact that the fundamentals are now shifting in very different ways, and things more long term could be presenting a very different picture to what many people are seeing. So for me, at least personally, it's going to be looking at the next 6 months plus, not necessarily the next couple of weeks. However, if we were to zoom in on that time frame, my levels are going to be around 118, then potentially down to 105. On the upside, you could be looking at that 125, 126 mark, something like that. But realistically, as an overall strategy for me, I'm looking on the more long-term time horizon. But yeah, people see this rise as huge. Obviously it is. We've not really found that much support, but generally, in the history of Litecoin, this rise is not like amazingly monumental. Something to factor in to your decisions, guys, if you're thinking about this. But yeah, I just wanted to make another video giving you guys an update and my latest opinions based on what we are seeing. What's your thoughts on this? I want to hear your thoughts on this in the comment section, because a lot of people are expecting great things from Litecoin in the next few weeks, in the next few years, and obviously it can happen. But I want to hear what you guys' strategy is. Are you holding for a long time? Are you holding for a short time? How are you going to be playing this one? As always, let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I do hope I'll see you in another episode. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.